Let's get this party started. Come join me in the cage. I'm gonna do what I said. I need an outlet for my rage. Let's get this party started, 'cause words don't mean a thing if you already show it. Meet me in the rain. Let's get this party started. It's time to pay the bill. All you do is run your mouth and I'm just about at my fill. Oh my dearly departed, you haven't got a clue. Completely out of your head, I'm about to destroy you. Let's get this party started. Come meet me in the cage. Let's get this party started. I need an outlet for my rage. So be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest till we establish I ain't messing around. Take the test under duress. I put you down. I confess, I'm excited. Let's get this party started now. Let's get this party started, even just for the fun. Show me what you got right now and make me bleed my own blood. Let's get this party started, I can't wait to begin. Don't leave me disappointed, even though you cannot win. Be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest till we establish I ain't messing around. Take the test under duress. I put you down. I confess, I'm excited. Let's get this party started now. Let's get this party started. So be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest till we establish I ain't messing around. Take the test under duress. I put you down. I confess, I'm excited. Let's get this party started now.
Experts. When it comes to running a small business, there's
Let's get this party started. Come join me in the cage. I'm gonna do what I said. I need an outlet for my rage. Let's get this party started, 'cause words don't mean a thing if you already show it. Meet me in the rain. Let's get this party started. It's time to pay the bill. All you do is run your mouth and I'm just about at my fill. Oh my dearly departed, you haven't got a clue. Completely out of your head, I'm about to destroy you. Let's get this party started. Come meet me in the cage. Let's get this party started. I need an outlet for my rage. So be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest.
Morning 47. The Ark Society's annual gathering is several weeks away, which should give us ample time to prepare. Meanwhile, Mr. Gray has an off-the-books request. Perhaps you should explain.
Noel Crest. One of my best fixes. Before Romania, I left him in charge of the militia. Told him in no uncertain terms to cease all attacks on Providence, stand by and await further orders. Safe to say he did not. Crest and his men have gone rogue, reinventing themselves as a glorified gang of international thieves. They specialize in ruthless spectacle heists with zero regard to collateral damage.
I've seen the man's file. What did you expect would happen?
It's not like I had much choice, seeing as all my best lieutenants were killed by you two.
Fair point.
Nevertheless, Crest is a rabid dog. He is my responsibility, my mistake. I would like your help correcting it.
Current whereabouts?
Ambrose Island, an isolated harbor north from the Strait of Malacca. Coincidentally, one of Wazir Kale's old ports of call. According to my intel, Crest and his men have joined forces with a local pirate syndicate to raid a passing tanker. His goal, a control unit for an Ether Corp satellite being covertly shipped abroad. The satellite is a node in the company's most secure cloud storage network, so they would pay a fortune to preserve its integrity.
What is Crest's endgame?
Extortion, if I had to guess. We don't have the luxury of a full investigation. For us to move against the constant, we need Providence to think the threat is over and lower their guard. Another militia attack on Ether would raise alarms.
I agree. 47. You'll need to eliminate Crest and destroy that control unit, or lock the militia out. The satellite cannot fall into their hands. We'll need a cover story for ICA. Luckily, Akka, the rapacious leader of the syndicate, already has an active ICA contract on her head. Take her out, and we'll even get our expenses paid.
Well, I never had you pegged as a rebel.
I'm warming to it.
Thank you, both. 47, seeing as I know Crest, I'll provide field support. Meet you out east.
Hello, and welcome to the Rivals World Championships 2022. So we have a Group A game between Joats and Egorex. So we're starting off on Ambrose Island, followed by Dubai. We have a fantastic map 3. Oh, the map 3. It's the best map in the game for our map 3. We've been blessed with our map 3 today. It's spectacular to have a fantastic map 3 that we will. Honestly. we really are blessed to have it. But, you know, Ambrose is our first map here. We'll be going to have a great fun time on Ambrose. It's always great. Quickly writing something down. Yeah, a minute. Just gotta do this real quick. Right, anyways, yeah, we will have our ammo spins come through. Of course, I am the match admin, so I know it already, but we will have Null Crest, Silent Assault Rifle as a metal worker, Sinhi Akalentan, killed with a meat fork as the hippie. Sparkles, what is that random comment? I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Yeah, it's an interesting spinner. Eagle is straight in. Impressive stuff from him there. Quick loads as well. Wow, I'm jealous. Sounds the metal worker. Interesting. We will see Joats up that metal worker start as well. Could have potentially a quick Null Crest kill, to be fair. Just the Aka kill after that. The meat fork is this? Yeah, I don't know, it's such a random. There's so many random items on Ambrose. You know what I mean? There are so many random items. It's crazy. No, the meat fork ain't unlockable. The hook is. Yeah, I know Sparkles, but what did Pidgeot do to have a Jinxiero cringe comment? You know what I mean? What's the need for it? But yeah, Igor is starting off here. Get a peekaboo off onto Aka. The 46-second mark. What has he done to trigger that? Has a Serpent's Bite. For the control unit, I would assume.
Friend of yours, 47.
Good stuff. We like seeing that, of course. Nice delivery. Quicker load that one, wasn't it? Go, she. Eagle over restart right away. So, yeah, interesting stuff here from the pair of them. Joats for a long load, followed by an immediate replan. Eagle with a rip early on. To a long Aka peekaboo. That was. It did take a while. We see Joats get off at the 20-second mark. Eagle got it, what, the 47-second? It is crazy, the differences. Joats has his 7-text block. Yeah, that's when he's meant to get the peekaboo. Does get it all fine, unless I'm blind and I can't see, but Joats will knock out onto the pirate here. And onto Aka. Good stuff. Thankfully he did throw the 7-text block, not the assault rifle. That would have been pretty funny, wouldn't it? We'll swap into his pirate, but no, we'll immediately swap back out of it. As an FA pistol. We'll shoot the cameras there. Eagle will knock out onto both Aka and her guard. We'll drag him into this side room here. Of course it is silenced. So it doesn't have the freedom of using the loud one if they wanted to. Or an option to have a loud assault rifle. No, I don't know why you'd want to on Ambrose, but here we are. We'll swap into the pirate disguise. Perhaps just grab his stash, which should be in the green container, maybe. Perhaps. Eagle does have it in the green container, but it's the propane. Done that a bunch. Now the isolation on Snarl is going to be a little bit interesting here. Probably going to see a standard peer isolation, I would assume. Nothing out of the ordinary. Joats climbing into the kitchen here. We'll get immediately ripped from the chef in there. Have to be aware of that sometimes. It's definitely a run ripper. For sure. Can be. A pain. And we just see him cause a restart there for Joats. Eagle coming all the way up here. We've got a knockout onto the pirate right at the satellite. We'll turn it off. We'll turn it on, whatever it does. So we'll have an old crest coming towards the meeting room shortly. I like this. I like the idea here from Eagle. Yes, it's often. Potentially could label it as underused. But nevertheless, it is a nice change up here from Eagle. I do like the look of it. Will the hippie kill's gonna be interesting as well. So to add, I don't know. I'm guessing the Meek Fort is in the kitchen in the central social hub. I would assume. Not quite sure. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to shoot the cameras yet. Doesn't have a pistol on him. Does, however, we'll get a silent SMG off of Noel eventually when he gets the kill down on the knockout. But in the metal work, you'd assume he will get the kill down straight away. Might even go and drop off his Serpent's Bite first, which is seeming to be what he will do. Pretty simple stuff, really. Pretty self-explanatory stuff more than anything. Joe's picking up the hook here. Perhaps getting the conditions mixed up. He doesn't need the hook, so potentially a weird reason to go grab that. But we'll see in due time what that was for. For a distraction or what? We don't know. So it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Eagle has a... No, where is Noel? Where's Mr. Crest? Approaching? I don't know. We'll get a bit of push onto the pirate here. So standard. Has to just hop into the. No, we'll open the door. Won't hop to. Do anything yet? Of course, it will be open, so it will be fine here. We'll sneak around back in behind them. We'll get a bit more wish and we'll be found trespassing by the other pirate. So restart there for Eagle. Unfortunate episode today. I never got in roulette. Yeah, but like there are lots of kill conditions. It is odd. It is a very odd item. One of a kind, really, isn't it? It's an odd item to have, isn't it? So it's not the hook where you can unlock it. It's just a random meat fork that ain't on any other map. You know, just likes being different. So Eagle once more getting the peekaboo onto Akka. Joseph with Durian. Sure, we'll see a standard peer isolation onto Noel here. The Durian is such a good item for this.
Friend of yours, 47.
Eagle getting a knockout onto Akka's pirate and Akka herself. Does get a lock on to Akka. Sometimes you fear that there won't be a lock on there, but does get one. That's all that matters. We'll send the metalworker disguise to knock out both of these pirates. Peekaboo is OP as fuck, but Eagle throw KO onto pirate, but they turn around at the right time there, and unfortunately for Eagle, will be a front KO and a side unconscious witness there. So yeah, unfortunate. Joats though has a crest sick here. Might have his guards as well, so might have worked well in his favour here with the Durian. Could do a simple kill and then dump into the water maybe, or just a simple kill into the water. His guards have walked away. He will pull out his silent assault rifle. Working onto the crest, and he will voluntarily fall into the water. Good stuff there from Joe. Just needs that heap disguise on the meat fork now. A little camera shake there. She just might not have been happy with what happened with Noel, but safe kill nevertheless. Does get down with a hidden body. His guards will come back and find it. No remains. Close combat heard for EU and get spotted by the outside pirate. Not having the best of times on Ambrose at the moment. That's understandable. Can be a bit of a pain in that regard. Joats has dropped off his Semtex block, I think. So just needs that meat fork, which I don't think he's got yet. No, he hasn't. So unless he wants to grab a pirate disguise to pick it up in, would be respectable there. Yeah, he is a little bit, but you know you can do it quickly if you wanted to. We'll get a little of peekaboo, but it's all fine nevertheless. And Joe still has his Semtex block, suggests he didn't drop it off. Unfortunately for him, so we'll have to waste a bit more time here doing so. Nevertheless, should all be fine shortly. Both players had their restarts and their rips. But Joe's with a big lead now. Come up to what? Just under 4 minutes. Huge lead on Ambrose, that is. Eagle wants more of a knockout onto the pirate here. Waiting for the other one cycle to occur. We'll get a knockout onto both here. So nice little clear out there for Eagle. Should be fine just to leave these boys here where they are. And now we'll go up to the tower once more to do the lights. Be interesting to see how he deals with that. We did see him rip to it very recently. Once more. So again, it will be interesting indeed. Make his way up here. Will get a knockout onto the pirate here. Good stuff indeed. Joats will throw the Semtex block into the cave in the meantime, while the Eagle does turn on the satellites. So, what is it? The satellite or is it the tower? What is it? What is it? Hopefully it does work in his favour this time. That's what we want. He will pick up the propane once more. Can be a bit frustrating, and as he does pick up the briefcase, goes back for it. Joe's going up to the hippie now. Still needs the meat fork, of course, so I might just go to the hippie disguise on the route. Grab the pirate disguise, and then go back up. Has a pistol, and that's it. It's a lot easier with the trank, so it'll be interesting to see his approach here. Might need to just knock out Gregory Arthur up here. Hide his body ever so slightly. Do that with it, or we'll do what has. Durian's up here. Could use them. Won't be a bullet impact. No. We'll shoot them down. It will make he'll be sick. Gregory Arthur investigating as well. We'll make him sick as well. I don't think Joats wanted that perhaps, but it's all fine nevertheless. It's all good. We'll detonate the CX block. Whew, a bit quick, so to say. But it's all fine. No NTKs there. It's all safe. We're all good. Gucci. Eagle once more, hopping through here. is all fine to do so. Might hide in the cupboard. No, he won't. He won't hide in the closet just yet. He'll just wait outside, the door open for the guard to investigate, and then go back outside. So, yeah, good from Igor here. Good indeed. We'll actually knock out the pirate this time. Perhaps the one guy that could rip him. The frontal KO as well, so will be heard. We'll have to hide this body quickly, which he does do. No Crest coming in shortly. Another pirate as well looking through the door. Sees the weapon though. That's particularly why, but he does hide behind the sofa here. His briefcase in there as well. No, we'll see his briefcase. So he would have to take care of that. But the briefcase is missed by one pirate, so he can have time to quickly just go and grab his own. Good stuff indeed. Noel coming into the room here. Has to be a bit careful. Get a bit of peekaboo down to Noel. Could perhaps work in his favour. Has to be a bit patient with this kill though. Noel lockdown potentially could be dangerous here for Eagle. What's he gonna do here? How's he gonna deal with this Noel kill? He can just shoot him right here. But no, he will be leaving. Tries to get the kill off. He does do it. It will be heard. It screams to be heard. The door is open wide. You have to have a long drag here. The pirate investigating. The door won't be open. Yes, it will. A glimpse of Noel's body is heard. Eagle waiting a bit too long with a kill onto Nolan there. Will be restarting. Joats still trying to grab the hippie disguise here. We'll have him moving down eventually. Be sick, and we'll get a knockout onto him. Should be fine just to knock him out here. Not heard, and we'll drag him down ever so slightly. Good from Joats. This built up a nice 7.5 minute long lead. We'll drag the hippie down even further. Might go and grab the meat fork now from the Farrah's place. I don't know, but Gregory Arthur is also sick. He's have to do something here. We'll see hippie's body. A restart there for Joats. Not the best of stuff there. Having both of them sick. Knocking out the hippie will make Gregory Arthur reroute, and that's what we saw there from Joats. Really unlucky indeed. Really unlucky. Once more close combat for Eagle will put Joats back into the lead. Ever so slightly though, back only by 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seconds. I know we'll get clipped by cameras, not what he would have wanted. However, cameras not much of an issue. There are camera boxes in this area of course, which you can use to his advantage if you wanted to. We'll get lots of wish from Akka's Garden. It will be a another reset or a replan from Joats. Ambrose will play some issues. Joats opting not to change anything, perhaps just looking at his inventory. Yeah, it might help him realise something, make something click. You never know.
Friend of yours, 47.
So yeah, Joats on 5 loads now. Already building up here, and could be close. I think Eagle will have the quick strat with what Joats is trying to do. He might miss the peekaboo, so it could perhaps be another restart here for Joats. Maybe. We'll have to pistol open the door. He'll have to be quick, but I think he would have missed the peekaboo. No, Akka's just going to talk for longer, so he'll have to wait. He might restart just out of pure frustration, and yeah, he will. So both players finding it hard on Ambrose here. Joats loaded in once more. He's going to restart really well, but that one restart has caused Mace to follow on. Not what he would have wanted at all there in that situation. But this time we'll comfortably get the Akka peekaboo off. Just about. We'll point a gun out one more time. Lots of whoosh. Not enough to rip him, thankfully. As Eagle once more will turn on the satellite here. Tower. The radio tower. So yeah, good stuff from him. So yeah, going really well. A pair of them. Joats once more. We'll go knock out a metal worker. It's yeah, but it's like any map, isn't it? Like you rip once and you keep ripping. That's the map that Ambrose is in. It actually is a big one in that regard. It's 3 months old, yeah, but in terms of the other maps, we've had so much time to practice the other maps compared to Ambrose that people aren't still fully experienced on Ambrose. Like I can't load up an Ambrose and do it first try all the time. I can't. We haven't had enough time to do so yet. So yeah, but it's interesting. The Ambrose is definitely a nice map through that, I think. It has been nice, really. Joats is going to go with the satellite this time. So, going the same strat as Igor is, who will throw the Serpent's Bite. That is too close, I like to say. So, that might result in an NTK, perhaps, depends where that is taken. It definitely won't be taken inside the cave. And prove me wrong, Igor, prove me wrong. He will hop into the meeting room here. I was assuming he'll do the same as previously with this guard. Would make sense. Might even do it through the window here for a non-frontal KO. Perhaps. But it might be frontal, but can't find a lock on at the tightest of angles. We'll go to this left shoulder peak. Did get one eventually, and we'll get it off. No one over nearby to hear it or anything. We'll pick up both of the assault rifle this time. Might have left the assault rifle down just purely for the fact that it won't be heard. You know, it won't be seen, and it will be prioritised over the briefcase if found. Joats, though, does get a knockout onto the pirate, similarly to Eeyore, who will now, with his Shashka in hand, it is the loud one, so does eventually swap into the pirate disguise, so might knock out Noel here. No, we'll swap back into the, and they wanted his assault rifle. So he has two assault rifles on the back. Has to be careful he uses the right one. Noel will see the assault rifle be dropped. Perhaps working in his favour there. Gets the kill off now. Is that heard? It is heard by someone, so you have to be quick here. Does get the box off. Should be a nice angle so he can swap it into the disguise here. Does get the kill. Bit of whoosh onto the pirate there. Does get out. Wow, Eagle. Wow, what a kill onto Noel that was from Eagle there. Wow, wow, wow. My arse clenched in that. Sheesh. That was a tight one. That was a tight one indeed, and managed to pull through eventually. Was all good in the end. Fortunately for him, it's all fine. So yeah, Joats will get a drag onto Noel here, knock him out. So both kills in quick succession. Joats getting a trank onto one, but it's seen through a glimpse. The crack of the door means he's spotted by the militia soldier there. Joats does a knockout onto Noel. Let's just go down here now for his assault rifle. Of course, stashed in the kitchen shed there in the storage. Really unlucky stuff from Eagle there, that rip. Really indeed. Really was an unlucky restart. Sorry, I'm really tired. I've got to play a game later on as well. So yeah, really unlucky stuff there from Eagle. You know, had the right idea with tranking the kitchen staff there. Unfortunately, you know, perhaps if he went to the other side of the window and used the left shoulder peak, perhaps could result in a safer result there. Would have been further away from any cracks to be spotted through. Really unlucky stuff there. Joats throwing the CX block. Can just hop through the window here for the kitchen staff. Has to be aware of where he is. Once more we go over another restart with the close combat onto Akka. Just might have to be a little bit careful here with the chef. Does climb through here. Will pick up his assault rifle and go right out the door. He will now move, so he can go out the quicker way. We'll pick up the Durian as well, perhaps for the hippie, so he doesn't have to shoot the stuff that he did last time. Joats will approach Noel's body here. We'll jump through the window, of course. Our one pirate not there to rip him anymore. We'll pull out his attack SA assault rifle. We'll pop Noel in the head. We'll drag his body and hide him. Good stuff indeed from Joe. It's just the Akka kill yet. Both players have killed Noel in their run before. Igor, though, with his restarts, does get a bit of peekaboo onto Akka's guard. Won't be investigated, so might be able to save this here, which he will do. But Joseph, one kill down in the pirate disguise. Is he going to go for the meat fork? I'll go for the meat fork now. It will be allowed in there, so you know, it might be better. We'll climb through the window. Interesting stuff. What's he gonna do here? Pick up his attack, I say. We'll put it in the corner there. Eagle with another restart. Now, this is going to be really interesting. 11 minutes left, by the way. Going towards the deep run. Of course, not that long of a spin, really. Ambrose never really is, and you know, it could be the difference here. When we get to that stage where potentially one rip and you could lose it. You know, Joe's not going for the meat fork yet. Potentially be another costly reason. The pirate should be fine to run to the kitchen and grab it. The hippie won't be, you know. So again, differences indeed between both of them. Eagle, the long peek onto Akka there. Gets it eventually though. It's all good. Joats can just drop the Durian onto the hippie. Won't have to worry about Gregory Arthur being sick at all with this. So again, another good bit from him. We'll just drop the Durian there. The hippie should be sick very shortly, which he will be. Will stand up there. Good stuff indeed from Joats. Has a shovel as well. Has a shovel as well to knock the hippie the fuck out of. So yeah, really good stuff here from Joats. You know, done him well to his last run. Change up. The change up always helps. You know, if you're in doubt, if you're struggling on the spin, just try a different approach. You know, the one, if it's not working out for you, just swap it up. You have your time to do so, especially if you're 15 minutes into a run. It means your opponent has been ripping, so it's always good to do. It's always sensible to do. Starting afresh. Don't just be dragging down the hippie. Also went into his clothes. Just needs the meat fork for that Akka kill. Of course, Gregory Arthur will be enforcing, so he will go the longer way. Will he? No, he will try and go behind him. This could be a bit risky, but he does manage to get it off. Should be as simple now as a distraction in terms of a triple shot onto these guards here, or even a body shot, whatever will flow his boat. He will do a triple shot there. He will blow up the control unit in the meantime. We'll run past these guards here. Of course, there are panics, so we can do so now. Just needs the meat fork. Has his heavy disguise. He might leave it and buffer it by Akka here before going to get it. Yeah, he will do that. So back into Pirate. We'll go down to the kitchen here for his hook. No, Joats, please. Has the hook. The wrong kill for Joats. 7 minutes in. We'll send him a quick message there. Really unlucky stuff. Really unlucky indeed. So close to the exit. We saw it in one of his previous runs, picking up the hook. We wondered about it. And a really deep restart. But 8 minutes 30 left. Still has some hope left. But it's definitely in Eagle's hands here for sure now. Really unfortunate restart for Joats using the hook there instead of the meat fork. Really unlucky stuff indeed. And ever so slowly this run's fading away for him. 8 minutes 9 seconds left here. Eagle with a peekaboo onto the Pirate once more. Gets a simple knockout. Joats though with another replan potentially. Now this is what will cost him. We'll bring in a snare instead, perhaps for a quicker grab onto the hippie, which of course he has potentially. That's where he uses most of his time. His load goes to immediate load. No, it doesn't restart. Thank God it won't. That's wasting a little bit more time there. Really unlucky stuff for Joats here. That kill. You know, when you spend that long on the spin, the items are really similar, of course, but with the hook, sometimes you could argue just bring it in. You know, he doesn't, and yeah, almost one last push now from both players. I feel like, and Joats, and add at the right time. Thankfully, isn't it? Oh no, I have Joats' audio. Boo. 3 ads as well. God, I'm jealous. Right, Igor has the Akka kill. The null kill even. We'll trank the chef here. We'll grab the meat fork. Successful trank this time. Of course, that's what we saw him rip previously in his longer run. Was getting spotted tranking. Now, has a trank for the hippie, which will make the world a better place and world a quicker place for Eagle. You know, indeed will make it a better place for him there. So it's really going to be interesting. We'll climb up the vine here for a quicker way upwards. Joats even, thankfully not trespass, not ripping even during the ad break. I am counting the I'm counting one player's loads as I go along. Make my life as an admin a lot more easier in terms of photo finish. I'm going to adapt that style. I don't know if I'm allowed to as an admin, but I am. Just in case, I don't have to spend a lot of time on a photo finish. He will swap into the metalwork disguise now. Make his way out towards. But Eagle, a simple trank onto the hippie does the job. Makes his way past Gregory Arthur now. Just needs to find a way for these pirates. Does not have the silent SMG from Noel. So, it is going to be interesting. We'll detonate a Serpent's Bite. No, he won't just yet. That's actually where I thought he might have an issue. The Serpent's Bite, perhaps not close enough to destroy the control unit. Because the fact that it weren't close enough to be picked up even and taken to next to the satellite control unit. That's my one main fear was in the first place. He will make his way up here, past the pirates, towards Akka. Please, Eagle, detonate the Serpent's Tongue. Now, this could easily result in an DK, and perhaps that will be Eagle out of it. That we see him at 3:54 now in game time. Only 5 minutes 20 or 5 minutes even, 5 minutes 50 even in terms of Igor in game time. 5 minutes 10 left. We'll get the kill onto Akka.
Out of the way.
We'll swap into the pirate disguise.
Now you just have to deal with the satellite control.
What is he gonna go for? The sooner he detonates this 7th bite, perhaps the better for him. We'll pick up the Molotov cocktail here. That's based. Gonna be interested to see why. Perhaps he doesn't believe that the 7th spy will actually be taken there, which might be the reason. Where is the 7th spy? Where is the detonator? Perhaps he already detonated it and it didn't actually work, and perhaps that's why he's got the Molotov there. We'll come to the Longtail boat house here. We'll pick up the key. Body found onto the hippie, but it's all fine. It's a trank body. Joats gets the kill off onto Noel once more. Now, Igor. His 7th spy should have been delivered by now, if it was in the right areas. He will take it out. Come on, Igor, detonate it. Detonate it. I think someone's too close. And yes, an NTK. That's my main fear. It was not delivered in the right area. Throws it too close to the boat. Not close enough to the caves, and that does result in Igor, the 7th spy, taking to the wrong place, and it will be an NTKs aplenty for Igor there. A restart, 3 minutes 44 left now. Joats is hands here. Might potentially spend a little less time here. Worrying, does get the meat fork, so perhaps could be close here. Has a snell for the hippie, taking it down to the Y now. Has the Semtex block delivered in the caves? No, he doesn't. He will go and do that now. Hopefully he throws it into the caves. Of course, the mistake we saw from Igor there. Could potentially be close. Has an enforcer down here, but it's all fine. Igor gets a little bit of whoosh, thankfully, from Akka. Joats now with the Semtex block. Coming into the caves here. We'll just run up into the sand trespassing area. We'll throw it. It's heard. It's all good for Joats here. Should have the control unit sorted with, but only 3 minutes left. Has to be quicker. Another restart from Igor. He's definitely out. Unfortunately, he can't complete the spin, but it's all left to Joats here. We'll have to judge these enforcers, but it's no big issue for him there. Just has to approach the hippie now. It's going to be interesting. He might have to do a distraction onto Gregory Arthur here to get him towards the hippie, because of course Snell will be heard by Arthur if he places it down, so you have to be really close in that timing and where he places it and how he places it and the distractions he does. So it has to be a really smart play for Joats here. Igor now throwing the Molotov everywhere. It's a fantastic item, isn't it? He gets his red guns. What I thought was an accident. Joats with his gold brick proximity mine. We'll place it by the hippie. Maybe not to the elite soldiers coming. No, he's all fine in that regard. Just checking. Just checking there. We'll drop it here. We'll be heard by Gregory Arthur. Of course it will be. So he might have to just wait for Gregory Arthur to run away before actually stopping into the hippie. Or could even come up behind Gregory Arthur and take clothes from behind his back. Both have your options here. But no, Joats will play it safe. We'll wait for Gregory Arthur just to move out the way here before taking the hippie's clothes. Gregory Arthur will run away. Thankfully for him, towards the militia soldiers, not the pirates. Could potentially be a bit dangerous if it was towards pirates in terms of the panic. We'll do a triple shot there. Hopefully it is enough. It is indeed, of course it is. 3 shots, more than plenty. 1 minute 10 seconds left now, Joats. Now, it's going to be close indeed. We'll get the kill off onto Akka quickly here. Has just over a minute to get to an exit. Should be enough, you'd hope. Gets the kill onto Akka now. Will he swap into disguise? No, he won't. He will just opt to go straight to the exit. Will come down the hill here, out of the pirate camp. Should definitely be enough time here for Joats, but you know, still might have to wait a little bit of time for the control units. But that should have been more than enough time. Has a GPS tracker. That's his DX. CX block. Will he detonate it? Might have to wait to the exit here, perhaps just to make it even more safer, for no risk of any NTKs. Of course, that's what we saw. Igor rip. He will destroy the control unit there. We'll pick up the. We'll pick up the brick. We'll pick up the keys. Joats finishing with just under even 30 seconds left. Right to the wire, Joats. The change up in plan did work for him. And yeah, wow. What a map that was, and we will go to a short break. I needed it for my admin duties, and we'll go to Dubai as our second map, Hit by Eagle.
The partners are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead. You never do. I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirm target locations, over. Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free. And since then, he's been seizing control of Providence assets and resources. I can only assume Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again,
We'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is fifth-generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Gray will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find they have nowhere left to run.
right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
So yeah, welcome back here, Dubai. Is our map 3 picked by Igor? Is our rookie? Has played it 5 times. Of course, he has 5 previous games. He's picked it all the time. It's a base move. It is a really base move. Dubai is actually a good map. If you say it isn't, you're actually stupid. It's actually a pretty good map. Play the map, learn the map, and then you'll think it's good. Has won twice, lost 3 times. Joats has only played it once. Did lose on that occasion, so it's really hard to think who the stats will favour here. I think you could favour Igor here with the more experience, but Joats in terms of the Hitman as a whole has more experience. But our Dubai spin will be Carl Ingram, fooled as the famous chef, shotgun maintenance staff for Marcus Stuyvesant. An interesting spin. I would assume you'd see a penthouse start here for a quick kill onto Kyle. So to surf at Kyle even, I think that should be the sensible approach. Would make sense to do that, in my opinion. Could be indeed, you know. Especially with this kill, the full kill. Igor straight in. Joats as well. Starting this suit, it will seem. Gets his favourite one. No, he doesn't. He swaps into the guard disguise here. Brings a trank. So he won't go for that quick kill onto Carl with the penthouse staff stat. Both players opting for the event's security start. Interesting. Nevertheless, perhaps not comfortable with that quick ice onto Carl. Of course, all you need really is a stun onto the famous chef and 2 tranks for a quick, easy push onto Carl. Both players will come up here. He will get a knockout onto the penthouse guard with a trank onto 1 bodyguard, 2 bodyguards. Then a knockout onto a other guard there and a knockout onto Carl. Good start. Standard stuff really. Here, the shotgun shouldn't be far away, and I would assume it would be in the penthouse cleaning, whatever it's called, the maintenance area, the maintenance stash point. David clapping Pidgey. That is base as anything. Yes, David, good job. Igor has Carl approached. He'll bump this guard here. We're going to knock out onto the guard. No, he won't. A bit too much bump in there for his liking. Marcus escaping his crutches. We'll get a psycho in anyways. Will be a close combat herd and will be a restart there from Igor. Joats has this successful isolation onto him. A bit late for Marcus there. He would have escaped his grasp. Just about. We'll open the door. We'll get a knockout soon enough. Wow. Close moments there. We'll have to do a knockout here onto the event screw, but it should be as simple as a shot distraction onto the blocks. Pretty standard stuff, really. Will be heard by the maintenance staff there as well, but it's all fine. Joe's making fine progress on this spin. Will be interesting what Klee goes for next. The Marcus one will definitely be the quicker one, so to say, but in terms of how the spin will link up, the Carl one could make more sense going for first. Work your way downwards. Joe's dragging his body onto Marcus ever so slightly, you know. You could do this kill loudly. You could indeed. You really could do this kill loudly if you wanted to. Every time I light, it's getting hard to see in my room. It's all good though. Eagle with a successful isolation this time. Upstairs, Joe's making his way to his shotgun stash, I would presume. No, but it's upstairs. He's got the wrong stash. Oh, that is. No, it ain't. I'm just blind. I'm blind. I cannot see. Has a shotgun in his stash here. Because there are two stashes easily mixed upable. Now, Eagle. The issue with Eagle is that he's sprinting and moving. You know, that will enforce this. If he was just to move and not run, it would be fine. But because he does, that's the issue. Marcus, for him, just stops. Fortunately, does get a kill. Will be heard by the woman, though, and will be a restart again for Igor. Two unfortunate rips there for him. Jones makes his way up to the famous chef here. We'll get a knockout onto the penthouse staff. We'll box in before 10 on the ice machine. Pretty standard indeed from him. No, he won't. He'll just do a throw distraction, I think. Makes sense. Safe. Quicker, perhaps. Less movement. We'll investigate it, though. Might have to call it. No, he won't. He's not a guard NPC. We'll shut the door and we'll knock him out. When you shut the door, limb knife on the edge. To be honest with you, what Igor is doing is quicker. Getting the guard knockout first means you don't have to worry. I do that. Yeah, I knock out them too first, then knock out markers. It is quicker. It's all fine. Igor will swap into his maintenance staff here before doing the isolation. Perhaps quicker actually, makes it nice indeed. Jost will get the kill onto Carl here. Pretty standard stuff there. We'll just have to swap into that maintenance staff, which is so close, and should be going in the favour of Joats here. I can't lie. Should be indeed. Has the maintenance staff here. We'll be getting the kill very shortly. It's quicker, yeah, but it happens. It's just one little bump he's missing. Then the spin is quicker, yes. But Joats does get the kill eventually. 4 minutes in-game time. 4 minutes 2. Missed out 2 seconds. We'll be exiting here. Igor, I will accept this straight away. Igor, nowhere near. Unfortunately for him, nowhere near finishing. And we will have our map 3. Oh, what a map 3 it is. Dartmoor is our map 3. I'm excited as ever. We're going to go watch the most based briefing in the game before having the most based map in the game. Dartmoor is our map 3.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture. So don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
So yeah, welcome back here. We all have Dartmoor. Oh, I'm excited as it. Oh, I haven't even sent the spin yet. That's fantastic. Good admin joker that is. Hey, there you go. That'd have if I sent the spin there. We do see the stats come through. Joats has been to Dartmoor twice. Has won once, has lost once. Eagle has also been to Dartmoor only once, but has won it. We see the strats here. Oh, I ain't done the prediction either. Fuck, right, quick prediction time. Let's do a prediction quicker than Dartmoor itself. Let's speed run a prediction. Oh no, I missed spinning things. Oh no. Who will win? Dartmoor, Joats, Eagle. 1 minute. 1 minute. Put your jokins on. Who's gonna win Dartmoor? Oh, the best map. There's no better one. If you want to fight me, just say. I mean, I'm open for it. It's gonna be quickie. We see on the map record 136 by Fanium and myself. The fact that that's two different spins being done in 136 says it all. One was Fallen Object, Private Investigator. One was Scissors as a Bodyguard. So Fanium, you're slow as anything, man. 136 for a Fallen Object PI. Come on, man. I thought you were good at the game. Oh, come on, Fanium. Come on, man. Consume poison. Mate, if it's that, I will leave. That's just boring. I always said, okay, I always said the fact that consume poison on Dartmoor is the one boring thing about this map. Unless it's suit. Suit consume poison, that is actually interesting. Mansion staff, yeah, it's not really, is it? But yes, I'm looking forward to it. I don't want my record to be broken, that's it. So it'll be interesting to see what the spin is. I am the admin, so I can promise you it's not rigged. If it is a slow spin. But it could be a quick one. I don't know. But our spin will come through and it will be Alex Carlisle, pistol silenced as the bodyguard in there. We do have a record here. We do have a recce spin here, I can't lie. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I want my record. This is quite simply a PI start, followed by a pistol with a hallway isolation. This is like a 1 minute 10 spin max. You know. Blunt's opting for his suit start. Interesting decision. Eagle has the right idea. 2 on plan, exactly. This is the thing, Dartmoor. Long plans can cost you. Do you see Joats, I think, opting for the fast forward start? Now, this is an interesting decision, I think. With this fast forward start, the strat that Joats is showing, you do want 2 tranks and then the pistol stashed in the bathroom. That's what you want with this fast forward strat. That is really what you want. It helps so much having that there. Because then you can bring 2 tranks, you can then, you know, you can trank this, especially with bodyguard spins. If we go do fast forward, you can trank the mansion guard, swap into that, just for easier access around this area. You know? So you don't have that opportunity in. And having 2 tranks helps the world. Joats like could be going for the older, slower, perhaps fast forward strat. Knocking out this mansion guard does suggest that. Eagle with distractions onto Alexa to get into the office here. The record does seem to be gone, unfortunately. And we'll try and get snared off onto these 2. Will he? No, he'll go for a trank here. Interesting. We usually see a snare onto these 2. But I think the opportunity has gone. A side KO from there. Really unfortunate. Joats with a restart as well. Oh wow, this is interesting. I'm liking the Dartmoor. Dartmoor being Pog? Question mark. Interesting indeed. So just making quick notes on the planning as they go along. Yeah, really unfortunate rips with both there. Igor, I would much prefer if he did the standard isolation here in terms of the hallway. It would definitely make the world a better place for him. Instead of having to do this, you delay Alexa a little bit, etc. Throw distraction in the air. Alexa will turn around. Can get through here. Dartmoor being Pog, usual BS him and 3 mechanics. Yeah, it is a Pog map. 2 restarts off the bat. Wow. Joats this time does get to Fernsby in time. Perhaps it's a longer way around. Does cost him. He has to get the throw off here by at least 46 seconds. Latest you can be there, really. Should get there just in time. Will not do it. Just a little bit, slightly delayed. Alexa will rush ahead and he will get the throw off there. We'll distract the mansion staff there, however. So we'll have to wait a little bit for him to move past. Potentially losing some time in here on I think grab file first. Nah, you're all fine. But Igor gun flash, I think, onto Alexa there does result in a lockdown. Potentially savable, but it's such a long spin in terms of this. It's really hard to do here. Will something to the bodyguard now and get the kill off onto Alexa. We'll just have to do something. Pop her on the stairs. Exactly, that's what you should do. You should pop her on the stairs. We'll pick up the pistol there. We'll put the bullet into the back of her skull. Just needs one more token here. We'll box Alexa as well, just for safety. The bodyguard is found. Now, where's his snail? Does he have a snail? Does he have a spare trank? He's used both of them. So you have to try and do something here. Rebecca will be in the meeting room. In the main lounge. She is the one that finds it now. What's he gonna do? Does he have a knockout? No, he doesn't. What's in his stash? His stash is far away.
Yeah, whatever.
You have to try and knock out Rebecca here, which ain't the easiest of jobs. You can make some benefit out of knocking out this maid and boxing her to make this knockout to Rebecca a little bit safer. Igor lets Alexa get into her room now. We'll run around her. Running rings around her indeed. We'll pick up the hearse keys on the end of Joats while waiting for Rebecca to come through. Really interesting stuff here as she does approach. So you have to try to do something here. Igor will get a snail throw off onto both the bodyguards. Has 2 tranks now to use onto the pair of these bodyguards by Alexa. Snail will pop. Joats now, what's he gonna try and do with this onto Rebecca? Igor misses his first trank onto a guard. Should be fine. He can just crouch behind the table here and then grab the bodyguard, knock him out. Has to be quick here. The bodyguard will have an insta wake up, but no, he will stop into the bodyguard disguise first. Could spill danger here. Joats will knock out onto Rebecca and the bodyguard. No psycho indeed. We'll pick up the final token. Igor does get the kill off onto Alexa eventually. Still needs the case file. Joats will run straight to the exit here. Igor, tight on the code course 1975, has to still do the ledge drop here. Could potentially be a bit of danger. Does pick it up eventually. Owns my speech here. We'll get the drop off first time. No goes a little bit too far. Misses the mark. Can't get the vault off. Doesn't get the prompt. It does seem Joseph's lead. The photo finish could potentially be forced. Igor eventually does get it off. Wow, that's an early press. But it's all fine. Could potentially be stream delay there. But it's all good indeed. This is like my Dark Maul yesterday, lol. So yeah, we will have a photo finish here. Fantastic. I can confirm, Joes of course did finish first and has a lead of 17 seconds. So, finished. Sorry, let me type this. Joats has a lead of 17 seconds. Fantastic, a Dark Maul photo finish. I'm more than happy with that. Good stuff there indeed. We'll go back to the island. Should we put on some buff guy? Should we put on some buff guy here? Shall we? Shall we do that? Shall we? Right, let's put on some buff guy. Go back to the idler while I work out this very close photo finish.
Let's get this party started. Come join me in the cage. I'm gonna do what I said. I need an outlet for my rage. Let's get this party started, 'cause words don't mean a thing if you already show it. Meet me in the rain. Let's get this party started. It's time to pay the bill. All you do is run your mouth and I'm just about at my fill. Oh my dearly departed, you haven't got a clue. Completely out of your head, I'm about to destroy you. Let's get this party started. Come meet me in the cage. Let's get this party started. I need an outlet for my rage. So be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest till we establish I ain't messing around. Take the test under duress. I put you down. I this party started. I can't wait to begin. Don't leave me disappointed, even though you cannot win. Be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest till we establish I ain't messing around. Take the test under duress. I put you down. I confess. I'm excited. Let's get this party started now. Let's get this party started. So be my guest and do your best to put me down. I won't rest till we establish I ain't messing around. Take the test under duress. I put you down. I confess. I'm excited. Let's get this party started now.
Bargain hunters. Such a reductive title. This is a sport.
I see that buff DMCA coming through. I can confirm the results. Send out the message first. Except Joats' run. He loaded. He had a 17-second lead. Igor loaded for 26 seconds over 3 loads. Joats loaded only 18 seconds over 2 loads, but he retained the lead and did take Dartmoor, complete the sweep, 6-0. GG's, well on Joats. Well played indeed. Igor, that Ambrose, what a way to kick things off, just saying. Then the Bayern to Dartmoor, they were just amazing as always. And yeah, GG. 6 important points for him in the runnings of Group A. Now, what does this do to Group A? Let's take a look here. Mika, still top. Base as always. Slay Mika. Mika's really is slaying here. 20 points from 5 games. Throat. Of course, we add a game on to everyone because Marlon dropping out. So just take away 1 from everyone, which I will do. Mika on 20 points after 4 games. Throat on 18 after 4. Chrome on 16 after 4. Joats on 13 after 4. Danny on 11 after 3. So that's top 5. Really clumped together there. Any one of them 5 could go through in any order. Mika being the front runner. Yeah, that was that was really, because I saw you pick up in one of your previous ones. I think no, he's confused, hasn't he? And I thought I want to say optimistic, but yeah, really unlucky in that regard from you, Joats. But we will see what that does in our upcoming matches. 2 games, 3 games, don't 2 games at 19 CST. I said CST. I fucked up. 19 CET. Pack versus myself on Bangkok and Dartmoor. Wow, Dartmoor. Wow. Osh versus Joe the Baby Grabber. Important game for Osh and his hopes of qualification. A 19 CET casted by Barb. A game of 20 CST. Alec versus some random person. Alec versus the Timekeeper 21. We've also Barbecue versus Colleen at 21 CET. Leo Perk versus Joe the Baby Grabber will end off today's games at 22 CT. Well, there's up to Group H presence. Big games indeed. Thank you everyone for watching. Should we put buff back on? Should we put buff back on the exit? Let's do that. Right, where is it? I've lost my buttons. Of course I have. Right, there's buff. We all love buff, don't we? Let's don't give me an ad. Oh, you give me an ad, of course you do. Of course you give me an ad. I've got desktop audio muted, so it's all fine. So yeah, let's go to the island. Raiden for fun, who has a current game going on. We'll see everyone shortly for more Red Rivals World Championships 2022. Bye bye.
Let's get this party started. Come join me in the cage. I'm gonna do what I said. I need an outlet for my rage. Let's get this party started, 'cause words don't mean a thing if you already show it. Meet me in the rain. Let's get this party started. It's time to pay the bill. All you do is run your mouth and I'm just about at my fill. Oh my dearly departed, you haven't got a clue. Complete